Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. I am The Truth Man. And on this particular broadcast, I'm going to talk a little bit about money and credit. How credit is good and you get caught in some situation where you need it. But in comparison to having money, it's nearly useless. And that's what I want to talk about today. I think, me personally, I believe that you should build up your money, your cash reserves, before you worry about your credit. If you got bad credit, then I would say build up your cash reserves first, and then focus on your credit. And here's why I say that. Because, to be honest with you, if you build up your cash reserve, most of the time, it'd be credit cards. It'd be credit cards and sometimes student loans, mainly credit cards, and collections, bills that's in collections that get people. So, man, my hair is going all the way white. It's time to dye it tonight. So that's why I say build up your cash first. Let me give you an example. If you save up $5,000 and you have $2,500 in credit cards and collections, like I told y'all before, every bill you pay off, your credit score gonna go up 23 points. So having the money, now you have money. Now you have an emergency fund. Now you have cash for things you might want to do, want to buy, and things that you need to do. So I would say if your credit is bad, don't worry about that credit. Just don't finance nothing until you improve it. Because you're going to end up like me. Like buying cars that break down, be needing engines and stuff, and you still had 2 and 3 years left on it. That happened to me multiple times. And I gave them cars up. You know, I'm not finna pay on a car that I can't even drive for years. That don't even make sense. You better off just giving it back. You know, because credit ain't as important as cash. You get the cash. Let's say you got $10,000. Why would you, if you got bad credit, put a down payment on a car, knowing that they not gonna give you the best car because they're gonna be looking at your credit score? It's called FICO score. So instead, you would be like, when you got bad credit, you better suit it to just keep trying to move up in car instead of finance. They'll be trying to give you a Kia or something that you have it in your driveway for one day in some cities and it's gonna get stolen. And you still gotta pay for it. And you gotta pay the deductible to get it fixed. So I will focus on, write your goals down. I will focus on saving some cash. Because think about it. If you save $28 a day on average, that'll be $10,000. I think his name was Navar, the 28-40 rule he came up with, where you save $28.40 on average per day, and it'll be $10,000 after the year. So look, what if you did that for 2 years? You say, okay, I'm gonna faithfully save $28 per day on average. You get paid every week. You multiply that times 7 and save that amount out of your checks. Or get a second job and save that amount. I think it's like $197 per week. You did that 2 years, you had 20 grand. You got 20,000, and some of y'all can afford to save more than that. You just not doing it. But if you got 20,000, now those cars, they're gonna try to give you the value. You could get the same value or something that's in better shape than the cars that they're gonna give you on the lot for, say, 7,000, 8,000. Because let's be honest with you, you know anything about cars? I know a little bit. I done own 36 cars. If you know anything about cars, you know which cars to buy. I would tell people stay under 150,000 miles. No matter how new the car is, don't go over that. This van I'm driving right now has 153,000 miles on it. And it need little touch-up stuff. But man, this car rides so smooth and good. And I had this van like 5 years, I think. It still rides good. Now, it broke down for a while. I thought it was worse than it was. But then I start thinking, ain't nothing ever been wrong with this van. Because the dude, I took it to one of them crook mechanics. And y'all know, y'all hear me talking about mechanics. Like a lot of the ones in these shops, I think I finally found a decent shop. But a lot of them is crooks. So you got to be careful with used cars for that reason. But you could get you a nice car for like 8,000. That's good enough, clean enough, get you to from point A to point B, and just keep moving up in car, keep moving up in car. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a driveway full of paid off, drivable, good condition cars. And you could even start selling some of them. Write down how much money you put into it and sell it for a profit. So if you buy the car for, let's say you bought a car for $3,000. You can get a decent car for $3,000 if you know about cars. You can get like a LeSabre. It might not be the newest, but it's gonna run. It's gonna get you from point A to point B. Like say between the 95, 2005 LeSabre, Park Avenue, or Bonneville. Grand Prix 2. Anything that has that 3800 V6 engine in it. Or this, in this case, this one has the 3900 V6. And that's why this engine is so good. That's why this engine is so good. So, let your family talk. I told y'all what to do about them. If you go to a family gathering with one of them family members that's always trying to compare themselves to you, and you leave that credit stuff alone and you just start stacking cash, go over there with a knot in your pocket and tell them, I got this though. Do you got this? I got it. Prove it. See, people, I'm going to show you, people be starting stuff that they can't finish. They start stuff they can't finish. And they want to compare themselves to you. But where you are today, if you're in a bad position, work on getting in a better position. It takes time, man, but you got to be willing, committed to it. And stop talking to people who only want to talk about where you are today. Stop talking to them. So cash is more important than credit. You know, credit comes into play if you don't want to use your cash. Well, why wouldn't you want to use your cash? You know, just like people that want a house. You really, if you got a decent paying job and you really could, like, if your parents, you cool with your parents, you could live at home and just kick some cash down to your parents and just be saving up for you a house. And when the housing market go back to normal, then you could buy you a house. You've been Stayed there 4 years. Some of y'all only like 22. You just want to get out so you can smash. You want to smash, just go to a hotel. Tell your mother, oh, I'm finna stay out tonight. I'll see y'all tomorrow. You 22, think about it, man. If you save, let's say you get a job paying $60,000. You live at home, you save half of it. You live off the other half. In a lot of cities, in about 5 years, you'll be 27. You can get a house for $150. Starter house, and they asking $165. Tell them I got $150 cash. And then just try to give them the cash. When you save the money up, don't spend all your money on anything, though. You want to keep some money. So if you want to pay $150, you might want to get up to $170. Then you'll still have $20,000 left to buy the other necessities you need, and you'll still have money left. So focus on getting your cash first. You say, well, I can't save. My bills are. Yeah, you can. What did I just tell you? Cash is more important, right? Okay, so are you going to pay your bills before you pay yourself? It don't make sense. Y'all watching too much of these guys. Pay yourself. Pay yourself first. Build up your cash reserves. Buy you a safe. You got a bank account, you can go half and half and just keep your business to yourself. You married or something like that, then yeah, of course they'll know you got a safe. But remember, cash is more important. Get the cash. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Trust me, man, I could buy a whole lot more stuff than I buy. But I focus on trying to get more money. More than trying to get clothes and make these people impressed with me out here and trying to look like I got a bunch of money. Sometimes it's good not to look like you got money, because then you see who really down for you, who really cool with you. People that ain't really cool with you, they gonna distance themselves. You don't dress the best, have the Apple watches and all this stuff, because they superficial and fake. You don't want people like that around anyway. Those the type of people that try to set you up. Man, just make sure you give me some of that. Smile in your face and set you up behind your back. So just remember that. We'll be back with more videos, though. Just remember, save that cash first. Just try to pile it up like it ain't finna be no jobs or businesses in a couple years. Pile that cash up. You say, well, they're gonna go digital currency. Man, listen, you don't know when that's gonna happen. You don't know if it's gonna happen. So just keep carrying on as usual. Keep your eye on the conspiracy things, but carry on as usual, because you don't know when this stuff gonna happen. So don't worry about it. Stop thinking about it. When it happened, then you adjust. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.